Hello, class. This is our review for our unit today. We're going to be talking about the power of the Catholic Church. In medieval times, there was no rival church, so the Catholic Church, began charging its members for three things. And we talked about these three things, and the three things are baptisms, funerals, indulgences. These were the three main things that they were charging their church members for. However, there were other things that would lead people to believe that the Catholic Church was becoming corrupt. One of these things, and a reason why some of the people thought that the Catholic Church was corrupt, was because of the idea of purgatory, which is basically a limbo where someone stays until they go to heaven. It's basically a limbo until the soul was cleaning up. Johann Tetzel was a famous seller of indulgences. And indulgences was the ability to buy one's salvation from a family member, or for a family member that was waiting in purgatory. He was famous for saying this here: every time a coffer or offering plate rings, a soul from purgatory springs. So he was famous for this here. So the church was charging the people for as we said earlier, weddings, baptisms, and funerals. But this was the main thing that people had with the main problem that people had with the Catholic Church was the selling of indulgences. He was a famous seller of these. And as we'll see here, there's going to be some issue with it. Martin Luther, he was born in Germany. Luther was famous for many things. The main thing that he was famous for was the 95 Theses, or 95 Problems with the Catholic Church. So Luther wrote the 95 Theses. He did not nail them on the door in Wittenberg. That is a myth. There are a few things that Luther believed that his beefs were with the church. The selling of indulgences, papal authority, the Pope's authority. He believed that the papal authority, that there should be no go-between between you and God, that Jesus was the go-between, not the Pope. And finally, works or sacraments, which the Catholic Church was all about. Versus faith. Luther believed that in sola scriptura, Scripture alone, or the Bible alone, the authority comes from the Bible, So now we have, after Luther had his Reformation, we have the Catholic Counter-Reformation, which banned the selling of indulgences. It was initiated by Pope Paul III. But it banned the selling of indulgences, and it also removed corrupt priests and bishops from the Catholic Church. So the Catholic Church recognized that there was some problems with with some of the problems that they were doing. Next thing that they done was they initiated the Council of Trent, which was from 1545 to 1563. Location was in northern Italy. And there are a few things that pop up from the Council of Trent. It holds up the basic structure of the Catholic Church, the medieval church. It holds it up, except for the indulgences, and it removed some of the priests, which we previously just said. The main thing that it done is it rejected all Protestant views. Remember, Martin Luther was excommunicated from the Catholic Church for his Reformation in the 95 Theses. But one more important thing came out of the Council of Trent that we're going to talk about, and that's the Jesuits. A member of the Society of Jesus. Member of the Society of Jesus. And there are a few things that they done to help battle against the spread of Protestantism. And it was a Roman Catholic order founded by St. Ignatius Loyola, St. Francis Xavier, and others in 1534 to do mission work. 1534, missionary work. What they would do is they would work in royal parishes. And also what they would do is they would set examples of Catholic renewal. So in these rural parishes, they would show the rural people Catholic practices. They also expanded the church. So basic missionary work. In the Americas, and Asia. And the main thing, which I said earlier, they directly opposed all Protestant teachings. So, main points we need to take from today. 3 reasons Luther had with the church: indulgences, papal authority, or the Pope's authority, works, instead of faith. Luther did not like the indulgences, and he believed that the Scripture alone was what man should read and not listen to the Pope's authority. The Catholic Counter-Reformation is the attempt of the Catholic Church to show why Catholicism is better than the new Protestantism, which Luther is just now creating and spreading into Lutheranism. If you will check back, there will be another video explaining the other movers of the Reformation. Luther was not the only one, and also we'll be explaining the religious wars. So I'd like to thank you for your time, and hopefully you can do well on your test.